It is Friday again, and that means my favorite way, turns out it might be others' favorite way too, to get to know your recruiter at Atlas MedStaff, the often imitated, never duplicated 5-Question Friday. With me this week, Stephen Wanning.
Good morning.
All right, I have got 5 questions for you. Are you ready?
I was not quite ready, but I'll be ready now. I would have dressed up a little more if I knew you were going to do this today.
It's Casual Friday, right?
It is Casual Friday, so.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Who is Stephen Wanning?
Stephen Wanning. Stephen Wanning is somebody that grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. Enjoys fishing, hunting, outdoors. I grew up with a lot of nurses in my family and kind of was drawn to the industry because of that. I've got a passion for helping nurses out, seeing the battles that they go through, kind of seeing the challenges that they face, and I think that we've got a lot of things we can do to kind of make that road easier for them. The last 12 years I've spent in Montana. I was enjoying the mountains, enjoying the rivers, doing all that kind of fun stuff, and back in Omaha for the last about 2 months now, and it's nice to be back with my family and friends and everybody I grew up with.
So, okay, question 1A then. Why Montana and what brought you back to Omaha?
Montana, because of the mountains. I like to ski, I like to float the rivers, I like to hike a lot, and there wasn't a ton of opportunity to do that in Nebraska. So I spent about 10 years out there. I was actually working with a company, an insurance company, and I traveled around the Northwest for 12 years, spent time in every single town in the Northwest that had a car dealership, a bank, or a credit union.
Even like super small towns?
Even the super small towns. So I was very familiar with staying in little motels, and I could go through story after story about the motels that I've stayed in Wyoming and Montana and Idaho. And
maybe not all too dissimilar from some of our travelers.
Exactly,
right?
yes.
Yeah, holy cow, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, question number 2, and I have a feeling where this is going to go, but here's a picture of your truck.
Mm-hmm.
What is this very large structure up on top of your truck? What is that?
Let me have you guess.
Well, I mean, it's too big for skis, snowboard, or something, so you led me a little bit with the fly fishing, Montana, outdoorsy, so that's my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that it?
You're correct, yes.
All
It's
right.
fully loaded right now. There are 4 fly rods in there. I think 2 of them are broken, so I need to get those sent back in. It's a very common thing. The goal of that was to not break so many fly rods. And it's worked for the most part, but in the move back to Omaha, a couple of them rushed in there and snapped them in half. So free returns, free repairs, so
Okay.
no problem there.
Okay, so then question 2A, have you talked to fellow recruiter Connor Velvin, because he is a huge fly fisher?
Connor is on my team, and I have not had the chance to talk to him about fly fishing yet, but that's great to know.
He is a huge outdoors guy, fishing, and loves fly fishing, so you maybe want to connect with him.
I will
on
have
that
to
one.
talk to him about that.
There we go. Okay, question number 3. In your bio, it says you're a funkle. What's a funkle?
Well, that was a name I was given by my youngest niece, Hadley.
Okay.
And Hadley's she's also the 3rd child. I'm the 3rd child, so we have our special handshakes. And I'm actually going to be going on her field trip with her as one of the sponsors here coming up soon.
No, that's
so looking
awesome.
forward to that. So she was the one that came up with the name, and she just said he's the fun uncle compared to my brother. So that's where the Funcle kind of came into play, and all the other nieces and nephews have kind of run with that. So
Awesome. Cool.
Yes.
I had a feeling that's probably what it was, but I wanted the story behind it. So
yeah,
that's super cool.
it can be a little confusing there, but yeah.
No, it's awesome. It's totally cool. All right, question number 4. The quote in your bio is from Dumb and Dumber.
Correct.
Lloyd Christmas, right?
Correct.
So, what's your favorite movie?
Does that not give it away?
Is that what it is? Is that
Dumb and
really-
Dumber is my favorite movie.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It's also one that we watch with those nieces and nephews every weekend that we get an opportunity to. They can quote as many lines as I can quote from the movie, and so you're telling me there's a chance is one that we pass around a lot at the Wanning household.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
That was a great film, by the way. I mean, in more ways than one, it was a great film.
There's a pretty famous scene from the movie in the bathroom, and I noticed that Atlas has a picture poster of that hanging up in the men's bathroom. So if you're ever in the office, stop by and see it. It's a
men's bathroom.
men's, of course, the men's bathroom.
Yeah, I was responsible for that. When
Okay.
my wife told me I couldn't have it in our bathroom, even though it's in my basement, I couldn't have that in my bathroom. So I brought it here to share with all of you.
Okay.
So
We
all right.
appreciate it.
But let's go. Question number 5: if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
If I could go anywhere in the world, I would go to Patagonia and search for big, giant brown trout that are going to eat a dry fly. And I would like to spend about 2 weeks there.
How big are the trout? I mean, are they
We're talking big.
big?
Yes.
And that's not like a fish story. Like, that's legit. They're
Nope.
that big.
Yeah. Big rainbows, big browns. You can fish for them on the lakes. I had a buddy that was just out there a couple of months ago fishing for them on the lakes, and they just crushed them. So that was one of the bucket list items. But you know, I'd love to get back to Montana. It's hard. It was hard to leave there, but it's, like I said, it's nice to be back to family and friends, and in a career that I'm really excited to start, and helping nurses out and finding awesome opportunities for y'all.
All right, Stephen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rich.
So at the time of this recording, Stephen is new. And what does that mean? That means he has time. So we're going to put all of his contact information right down here. If you're looking for a new recruiter who enjoys the outdoors, Stephen's your guy. Stephen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rich.
We'll see you next week.